Hello, Joe Clausen here with the Chamber of Commerce again. Glad to be back with you. Just wanted to take some time and share kind of some long range vision and goals for the Chamber of Commerce as we move forward towards this next year. Written a statement, and it says the Pelican Rapids Chamber of Commerce envisions a thriving and sustainable community where businesses flourish, members are well supported, and volunteers find long term fulfillment in their roles. So, in looking at this, I really want to begin to look at a long term way of addressing some of these items. First of all, would be to establish some organizational stability. Now, the chamber turns over, and volunteers come and volunteers go. And I think one of the things that we need is going to be a connective tissue, a person that would be in and out of different membership roles or volunteer board roles. And that way we've got continuity in how we look forward towards the future and what programs and plans we are currently executing. So, one of our proposals would be to hire a part time paid person, and this person could be as little as 1 day a week. If they have the skills, maybe it would become more. But this 1 day a week person would do several critical things. One, keep us in accordance with our bylaws and the state laws for nonprofits. Two, they would be able to manage all of the finances. Three, deal with membership and administration and organization. When we talk about this position, the continuity would help the chamber board to become more effective. The chamber board spends virtually all of our time, or significant portions of our current time, dealing with just these items. Being an all volunteer based board, you can see where burnout could happen. This is kind of the next goal, and that's to mitigate volunteer burnout. I've talked to lots of people as far as businesses who've served on the board, and you know what? Most of them don't have much desire to serve again. And that's because there's a high expectation, but actually very little support to accomplish the goals that are there to be done. So, with this person, we would like to create an onboarding process so as someone comes onto the chamber board, they have a realistic expectation of what would be, again, expected of them in this role. I think it also would create and foster the idea of collaboration, where volunteers were working towards something with other people, but we're not the only ones doing it. There's someone who kind of helps them through the processes and continues from one administration to the next. The next big point I think I would like to see the chamber grow in, and that's what I'm going to call developing stronger or broader shoulders. Now, when we look at our community is honestly only as strong as the businesses that we have within it. And a strong business has the capability to give more, to initiate more, to create more. But a weak business is struggling to get by. Honestly, I've seen the chamber as not being strong, at least as far as I or the board currently would like to see it. So, how do we develop more sustainable funding? If we are membership only, then we've put a ceiling on what we can actually become. So, yes, we would definitely continue with membership dues. And I want to say thank you to every member who has participated with us in the past and will continue to walk forward with us through the transition into the future. Thank you. We did do a membership dues raise this year, and it was the first one in over 20 years. So even though we went from $200 to $300, we didn't even keep up with inflation, just to show you where we're at. To move beyond that, I think we could maybe even look at partnerships with businesses that have broader shoulders and allow them to be like chief sponsor or headliner businesses. So all the events that go on around town, they have a place. If you're listening and you might be a larger business or like to be involved in that, we would like to talk with you about this idea because we do feel like there is more support out there than maybe what we've been willing to ask for from our foundational cornerstone businesses. The next thing would be to have better services provided for by the chamber. Now, coming to Pelican Rapids or back to Pelican Rapids in 2020, I've had an opportunity to kind of see how things are going and where we're at. And I believe that the area that can create the most and best growth for our business community and actually our community at large would be the area of marketing and social media marketing in general. So, what I would love to see is that in looking for a marketing professional working through the chamber, we would be able to provide services like better website development, maybe some statistical analysis that would be able to give you insights on how to improve that. Someone who's current with social media marketing or email marketing and social media marketing. These areas are huge as we look to the future. Maybe as a business person, you might not even say, well, I don't know what sites should I be on? Should I be on X, formerly Twitter? Should I be on Facebook? Is it Instagram? Do I need to be on TikTok? Should I be on Rumble? There's so many platforms. We would love to have a framework to help you find the best places. Now, obviously, if all this service is going to be available, it would have to be paid for service. But we would love to be able to provide it for you and create some business foundation for the chamber that ultimately we can grow and we can become stronger. We're not tied to membership only. Other people have suggested fundraising, and I'm okay with limited fundraising, but I don't want to be an organization that is constantly fundraising just to survive. Growing up as a farm kid just northwest of town, I was always taught if you want something, you work hard for it. But there will be areas that we can't just work hard for, that we are going to need to be able to trade business service for finances in order to continue to lift the ceiling off the chamber so it could grow and become a very functional organization building this community. So when we look at these items, we want to be able to support people so that the members feel supported. One of the things that I think we can do more of currently would be looking at networking events, skills training, workshops, educational opportunities. And so one of the things that we've done is created a partnership or collaboration with the SBDC, Small Business Development Corporation. And what they can do is provide training in business areas for anyone who would want. They can provide two things. One, educational training. Two, individual coaching. Now, knowing nothing about running a motel when we started, we actually welcomed this and actually have participated twice with the SBDC in training to gain a better understanding of what the hospitality industry is and to grow it. So with that, we've been very pleased with this business relationship. So if you are interested in receiving some coaching or training, talk with us at the chamber. And finally, when we say talk with us at the chamber, we'd love to be able to provide a better mechanism for feedback. Now, you can always email us, but we have also produced a survey. We would encourage for you to take the survey that came out in a previous email, fill it out, tell us what you think, tell us where you think the chamber needs to be going, and what are the best areas to look forward towards the future. Because we believe that working together, bringing our skills, our talents, our efforts together, we can create a better, broader shouldered, stronger, thriving community here in Pelican Rapids. And that ultimately, like Doug Brueggemann says with Peteyville's lighting, we can make the lights of Pelican brighter. Thank you.